The full Ramadan training guide to keep your gains during this holy month. So what do I know about training during Ramadan? Well, have a look at these pictures, guys. I've been doing this for years and I've made every single mistake possible. As you can see, one year I accidentally got fat. Another year I got the opposite, flat. I lost all my muscle, I had no definition, I looked like an absolute bum. I've been in the trenches, I've been doing this, I've fucked it up so many times, I've learned so many lessons, and I feel like now I've almost perfected these next 30 days to ensure that we all keep our gains, none of us get fat or skinny, and that we don't regress too much. This video will be laid out in 3 different sections. The first section, I'll talk about a very important mindset shift that you guys need to know, right? The second section, we're going to talk about the food, and the third section, we're going to talk about training and all the other little tips and tricks in between. So let's begin straight away with a very important mindset change. You guys need to understand that during these next 30 days, it's unlikely we will build more muscle. It's unlikely we will get stronger. But it is very likely and very doable to maintain the muscle we already have. The reason I say this is because 99% of us are regular people. The gym and training is recreational for us. It's not our end all and be all, it's not our life. We're not professional bodybuilders. So if we need to accommodate a whole life in addition to training, it's unlikely that we're going to be able to make gains during a small little 8-hour eating window, because we need to get up for work, we need to do everything else. So it's much more realistic to just maintain gains for the next 30 days, okay? Maintain, don't try to grow. Number 1, we always train after we break fast. If this means you need to get your hands on a 24-hour gym membership just for 1 month, then you gotta do what you gotta do. But me personally, I never trained before breaking fast, but I do have some tips for the guys that do. Number 2, accept a messed up sleep pattern. If we're breaking fast around 8 PM, it's no wonder the sleep pattern's gonna be fucked. We're gonna stay up till 2 AM or 3 AM, eating food, getting the protein, the calories, the water, and the training in. Come on guys, the sleep pattern's gonna be a bit fucked, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have to just accept that. Number 3, realize that late night cooking is essential. You're gonna be up at midnight, putting on the stove, putting oil in the stove, heating up some mince, cooking up some pasta. You can do it during the day if you have time, but because a lot of us have work, school, and we just wake up stupidly late, it kind of makes sense that during the night, that's when we're gonna be the most active. And the last one is buy a big ass water bottle. Get your hands on a 2-litre water bottle and make it a goal to finish 2 of these before you go to sleep. I always train after breaking fast, but the key when it comes to breaking food is don't eat too much. I've put myself in a food coma so many times. I've been an absolute fool and thought, oh, I haven't eaten all day and I'm training later, so let me eat absolutely everything my mom makes. And by the time I go up to my room to get my gym bag, I'm in a food coma. I lay down on my bed and I stay there for the next 2 hours. I skip gym and I don't make any gains. So don't eat too much. Instead, eat a regular plate of dinner that you would eat on any other day if you weren't fasting. That regular plate of food should also be quite carb heavy if we're training. So I'm gonna show you guys what I eat, and I recommend you guys have some rice, pasta, potatoes, and some protein within that first meal, in addition to 1 or 2 pieces of fruit. So after you're done with your food, have a pear or a banana or just something to energize yourself for the training session we're about to embark on. Now, in terms of after the training and the rest of the eating window, you want to keep your calories as normal. So eat calorie dense foods and think of this month as a mini bulk, because you have a limited amount of time to get all your calories in, so the foods you eat need to be more calorie dense. So eat, just check out a couple of my other videos where I show you guys what I eat. Matter of fact, check out my day in the life. You guys will see a fuck ton of calorie dense foods in there. Think of this time period as a mini bulk where you're trying to keep up the calories and keep up the protein. Now, of course, speaking of protein, we're gonna be eating 1.6 grams of protein per kilo of body weight on average. So don't let the protein drop just because we're fasting, and use protein shakes to supplement this. You guys need to understand that protein shakes are go-to. They're such a hack because they're fucking easy, they taste good, and they're damn easy to consume. You can literally drink it as you're driving back from the gym or just before bed. Plenty of options and times you can drink a protein shake they are goated. And the last point about food is that you need to use your willpower to stop eating the snacks. You are stronger than to get consumed by all the sweets and snacks that are present during this time of month. Have one or two, not to disrespect your family members, but just always be mindful that you have a limited time and limited stomach space, so don't fill it up with sweets, fill it up with nutritious food. About 9 PM, just eating, just prayed, about to hit gym. Got a couple clips to record for this video. We're gonna have an absolutely great workout, full body maintenance session, so nothing too crazy, but still a little something. So let me stop the interruption, let's get straight back to the video. Yeah, video interruption going a bit longer than I thought. Me and Dukes, hitting up late night gym.
Like OG times.
Bro, literally, this right here is literally just like last year's gym sessions. Bro has no composure. We're in the gym, and there's gym crushes here. No composure at all, bro. Bro can't stop grinning. Now, when it comes to training, like I said, we're focused on maintaining the muscle we already have. We're not expecting to grow. This means that to maintain the muscle, there are a few cool things we can do to make training that little bit easier and a little bit more fun during these next 30 days. First is we can reduce our workouts by about 25%. So this means when I was training 4 times a week, I'm now training only 3 times a week. When I was doing maybe 7 exercises per training session, now I do 4 or 5. Now what I like to do is train 3 times a week full body, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think this is perfect to maintain the muscle in all of the essential muscle groups. Within each session, I train about, for 5 exercises, wow, that made no sense. I have about 5 exercises within each training session, and I like to stick in the 8 to 15 rep range because we slightly reduce the risk of injury. Now, here's the deal, right? Okay, I'm not gonna talk about injury in this video because weightlifting is safe, and whether you do 8 to 15 or 1 to 5, the injury risk is more or less the same. But when we're low on food, and even if we train after eating, we're still low on food in general, right? When we're low on food, the injury risk to our joints increases ever so slightly. If you train before eating, I definitely don't recommend doing reps of 1 to 5 because that heavy, you know, say if you're doing the overhead press, that heavy grind, you're grinding, and then boom, skirt, something just pops in your elbow. You don't know what the hell just happened. You're freaking out, you're thinking, fuck, I just fucked up my elbow. Why did I do that 2 rep max? Why did that happen? Because your body was low on nutrition, food, low on absolutely everything. Your connective tissues, your joints was not ready to lift that heavy weight. So if you train before eating, definitely don't do 1 rep maxes. And I would even carry over that advice to all the people like myself that train after eating. 8 to 15 rep range is a beautiful rep range to stay safe and to get a pump. And that's actually the next point I've got written down here. Try and get a pump. I made a video about this, literally the video before this one, where I talk about to maintain muscle, all we can do is get a pump. So when you're in the gym, use the 8 to 15 rep range, do a little 3 sets of 15 or 2 sets of 15, get a nice pump and move on to the next exercise. The next point I've written is to reduce workouts to just 5 exercises, which I've already mentioned. And I've also written to have fun. Take these next 30 days as a maintenance phase in which you guys can experiment with exercises you don't really do. Venture into the rep ranges you don't really do. Let's say all your training is between 5 and 10 reps. Use that 10 to 15 rep range. Explore it, see how you like it. Let's say all your training is in the 10 to 15 rep range. Okay, try the 15 to 20 rep range. Explore it, see how you like it. Have fun during this time because we're not looking to grow, we're looking to maintain, but more importantly, gym isn't even the main focus of this month. You guys know all the other things we should be doing during this month that is way more important than gym, so don't kill yourself for fucking gains, especially not when you're not even a competitive bodybuilder. You're just an average Joe like me who likes training. Now, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of your training and you want to know exactly the right exercises, sets and reps, and frequency for your training every single week, then click the first link in my description where I've got my free hypertrophy program. You get everything you see on screen for completely free. That said, if I'm on your screen right now, then I've kept your interest somehow. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let me know what you thought of this one, and I'll see you in the next one.